What is up, everybody? It is Guy Smiley here, and in this video we have 3 packages that we are going to unbox right now that I got from eBay, an eBay seller right here. He was selling some very rare custom Lego minifigures right here from Eclipsegrafx, and when I saw them, I was like, oh my gosh, I just have to buy them right now because they are so rare these days, and so hard to find. So we'll do the small one first right here. And we will see what is in this package. I don't know which minifigures are in which one, so this will be kind of interesting here to see what we have. I cannot tell yet. They're just really cool. They are so cool because they are like the very first custom Lego military minifigures that were available. And wow, it is packaged very well. He put it inside bubble wrap. I was like, why can't I see it yet? And then he put it inside tissue paper here. Let's see what we have. And oh yes. So we have the CIA Operative by GI Brick. So this is a very rare minifigure that was available from GI Brick, which is no longer even around. It was the main website that you pretty much got brick arms from back in the day. And they also made a couple custom minifigures that are also very rare nowadays because they're just classics. They're just classics, and nobody really has them anymore either because all the people that bought them back in the day either went inactive or they just don't want to sell them nowadays, or they don't post about them. So here is the minifigure. As you can see right there, has a really cool helmet with really cool print there. And then it also comes with a custom gun as well, a couple guns in there. So we'll take them all out of the package first, and then we will check out the minifigures in more detail. So let's do this one next here. All 3 of these packages are from the same seller. So it's kind of like I bought this one first, and then he shipped it like 1 hour later, and I was like, wow, that's so fast. And then I bought this one, and then he listed another minifigure that was like super rare that I wanted. And then I was like, oh, bummer. Why did he shipped too fast? I didn't know it was actually possible for somebody to ship too fast. But it actually definitely is, because otherwise I would not have had to pay for shipping twice for these, because then he could have combined the shipping. And then we have the next minifigure. And oh my gosh, this guy, I don't actually have this one yet. I already have a CIA Operative. I just bought this one because it was pretty cheap, and I just like to have 2 of everything. It was only like $20 for this minifigure, which is a really good price considering how rare it is nowadays. And this one right here is the Psyops support minifigure. So he has a really cool ski mask and really cool printing on his torso and on the legs as well. So here's the card for it. It comes with the card and the trading card as well. So this is like the card that was in the bag to show what it was, and this is the trading card that shows like the stats for it. It's kind of like a Pokemon card for the minifigure, I suppose. The Psyops support there. There he is, and looking really nice. And does he have back printing? Yes, he does. So we'll take a closer look at that after we open the last package here. So the last one here, I guess, is probably the least cool of all of them. I just kind of bought it because he had them, and I just want them for like purposes of completing the collection of all the old minifigures. One of these is from Minifigs for You, so it's a little bit different of a company. It's still kind of a rare minifigure, I guess, because Minifigs for You doesn't sell it anymore, but they're also still around. They just don't really make a lot of minifigures these days. So, one of these is Eclipsegrafx, and it is also a little bit old. Actually, it might be GI Brick, so I think this was like the first minifigure that GI Brick sold. So this is Sergeant Rex Larkin. So this is also like an Eclipsegrafx minifigure, but I think it was sold by GI Brick. So right there it is. Very nice minifigure, very classic looking, very simple design before things got like more complex. And then, last but not least, he included this. But this minifigure is not the Desert Strike Force. This is from Minifigs for You. This minifigure is very rare nowadays as well. I have a couple of these already, and I might actually be getting another one sometime. But this right here is from Minifigs for You. And so this is like a Solid Brick Studios store, his store. And it's just a Marine, just like a camo Marine, but I just wanted to buy it. I just thought I'd buy it because it was only $20. So here is the lineup of all the figures that I got in this haul right here. First, we have the Minifigs for You Marine right here. You guys already saw this one pretty well before, but here is another look at it. Here is the look at the arms with that nice digital camo pattern, the side of the legs. The printing on this is very, very crisp. It's very, very nice, especially for having come out so long ago. It actually looks still very good today, even though I think it was digital printing, so it's very, very high quality, I guess you could say. And I could definitely see myself using these legs and taking them off and using the arms as well on a different combo for a different minifigure. Once again, you cannot take off the legs from the torso there, so that's kind of interesting that they decided to secure the legs permanently to the torso. And then we have Sergeant Rex Larkin right here. And this one is actually quite surprising because if you guys might be able to tell just by looking at it right here, this is actually decaled. These designs are actually decaled on here. You can see the seams of the decal right there. So that's very, very interesting. This was like before digitally printed minifigures, I guess, were even very common. So they actually just decaled this design. And it was still designed by Eclipsegrafx. You can actually see that the knee pads are very similar to the knee pads on this minifigure right here as far as the design goes, but they are just like decals. So very interesting. They're still in very good condition for being so old. They look really nice, especially the torso. The torso looks really cool on there, and the legs still look very nice. The decals aren't like peeling or anything, so I assume they put some kind of like a protective coating over them to keep them from peeling off over time. So yeah, I'll have to be a little bit more careful with this minifigure, just because the decals are a lot more delicate than printing, so I will have to like maybe keep that one in a case somewhere so that it doesn't get too dusty or anything like that. And then we have the Spectre minifigure. This one was GI Brick's minifigure, the GI Brick Spectre, and also, it was also known as a CIA operative, but it was CIA operative or Spectre, code name. And as you can see, the printing on this one is very, very crisp. And that's actually because this one was printed by Citizen Brick back in the day, I believe. So it was designed by Eclipsegrafx and then pad printed by Citizen Brick. So that's why the design is a lot more crisp than what you would see from digitally printed designs, usually from this time period. So it was kind of from a more simple time period, I guess you could say, when the custom minifigures were not like super highly and incredibly detailed as they are nowadays. And then we have right here, we have the last minifigure. This was the Psyops support by Eclipsegrafx. Here is the trading card for the minifigure. So all of like Eclipsegrafx's old like military minifigures came with like trading cards, which was pretty cool. So here we have this, and so this one was digitally printed, so you can kind of see a little bit more graininess on there than you can see on the Spectre minifigure. So this one was digitally printed and designed by Eclipsegrafx himself. And the legs were actually released individually for sale. I actually have 2 of these legs in black that I bought individually from Eclipsegrafx after this minifigure came out. And then there's some printing on the back of the minifigure as well right there. So yeah, be sure to leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it, and be sure to leave a comment down below with which one of these minifigures that I got is your favorite, and if you guys got any of these minifigures back in the day when they were available for sale. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for more custom LEGO military videos, and I will see you guys in the next video.